de los meros hombres, de los que inventaron la revolución.
One more time, let's go.
Sí, señor. Antes de llegar al cerro, Valenti quiso llorar. Madre mía de Guadalupe, por tu religión me van a matar. Vuela, vuela, palomita, para en aquel fortín. Estas son las mañanitas de un hombre valiente que fue Valentín.
Gracias.
Gracias, gracias. Hola. Hola Paco, buenos días. Buenos días. Okay, just so all you know, Paco, raise your hand. Levanta la mano. He's with COFEM, Confederación Mexicana. Okay, van a estar distribuyendo Know Your Rights cards, tarjetas de conozcan sus derechos, o asegúrense, lleven una o dos o tres que corra por toda la comunidad. ¿Cuántas van a dar, Pepe? Okay, he's got about 40,000 Know Your Right cards, so take a few for everybody and for your friends. Who's got the cards? Levanten la mano. ¿Quién trae las tarjetas? Get a card and take a few for your family and friends. Good.
Testing.
Okay, our next song is going to be a very traditional song, more traditional in the sense of a campesino movement song. This one became adopted by the United Farm Workers as an anthem. Join us on De Colores.
De colores se visten los campos en la primavera. De colores son los pajarillos que vienen de afuera. De colores es el arco iris que vemos lucir, y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí, y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Canta el gallo con el kiri, 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 kiri. La gallina con el cara, 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 cara. Los polluelos pío, pío, pí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Nuestro valle recuerda el ejemplo que fue César Chavez. Nuestro pueblo celebra la vida de un gran compañero. Seguiremos sus pasos buscando justicia y paz. Y por eso marchamos cantando, uniéndonos todos por la dignidad. Y por eso marchamos cantando, uniéndonos todos por la dignidad.
Eso. All right.
Gracias. Okay, está llegando la gente. So more people are arriving. In case you have family or friends that's looking for parking, tell them there's parking at McClay Middle School. They were kind enough to open the gate for us. So if your family or somebody's looking for parking, tell them parking at McClay Middle School. Okay, after this song, we're going to see if we can get Hector up here. Hector Perez Pacheco, right after this song, will be here on stage to say a few words to the Harmony Keepers.
Okay. How many people here are with Cesar Chavez, huh? Well, sing the song because this song is what it's all about. Yo estoy con Chavez. Here we go.
Testing 1, 2, check.
Uno. Sí, señor. Que viva Chávez. Come on, we want to hear you. Que viva Chávez.
¡Que viva!
Que viva. Por los caminos, los campesinos, la pobre gente de mi nación. Vamos marchando, vamos gritando, viva la huelga, viva la unión. Yo estoy con Chávez, sí, sí, señor. Yo estoy con Chávez y con la unión. Yo estoy con Chávez, sí, sí, señor. Yo estoy con Chávez sin dilación. Ay, ay, ay. Nuestra bendita Virgen bonita nos dará siempre su protección. Habrá alegría en la nación. Yo estoy con Chávez, sí, sí, señor. Yo estoy con Chávez y con la unión. estoy con Chávez, sí, sí, señor. Yo estoy con Chávez sin dilación.
Yo estoy con
Sí,
Chávez,
señor. Por los caminos, los campesinos, la pobre gente de mi nación. Vamos marchando, vamos gritando, viva la huelga, viva la unión. Yo estoy con Chávez, sí, sí, señor. Yo estoy con Chávez y con la unión. Yo estoy con Chávez, sí, sí, señor. Yo estoy con Chávez sin dilación.
Gracias, gracias. Gracias.
Gracias, gracias. Thank you. Hector, are you close? Are you here? Hector, I can have your attention, please. A couple, 2-3 minutes just to hear Hector out, okay? He is the head of what we call the Harmony Keepers. They're the people in the red shirts that are helping us with security all the way to Cesar Chavez Park.
Thank you, Ruben. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. All right. My name is Hector Perez Pacheco. I am a Quechua from the Confederation Tahuantinsuyo. My people are they refer to as the Inca people. We refer to ourselves as the Quechua people. And we're here in remembrance of our Tata, Cesar Chavez. I had an opportunity to meet him a few times, 2 or 3 times. And the first time was at a conference, second time was at my university, and third time at a protest. And one thing that he shared with us when he was meeting with us as students was that to do 3 things. One is to organize, and to organize. I want to hear everybody say that. Organize, organize, organize. You got to organize yourself, organize your group, and organize the community. So let me hear that again. Organize, organize, organize. So it's important for us to do that. And last thing I want to share is that within the Quechua people, we have a prophecy. And the prophecy is of the eagle and the condor. The condor people is for my people from the South America, and the eagle is those of you of the North. And so this is the time to be unified in unity from the North and to the South and to around the world to work towards building the community that we want to build. So the unity is essential for us to do that. I also like to acknowledge those that are Harmony Keepers out there. We have a school from Pacoima Middle School, the cadets. Where are the cadets? All right there. Round of applause for them. We have Avance High School. They're out. We also have the Armenian community that came and supported us, as well as other Harmony Keepers up around Los Angeles County. So with that, I thank you all. Thank you, Ruben, for allowing me to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Hector. Thank you. They're doing a great job, and they're gonna make sure we stay safe. We stay on the side of the street we belong on, so that we can have a safe march, pilgrimage, if you will. Here we go. This song is all right. All you young ladies, all you women out there, in any struggle, it would not succeed unless the women are right there by the side of the men, okay?
Yeah.
By the side. I didn't say behind, okay?
Equally.
By the side of the men. So this song is called Mujeres Valientes, brave or valiant. They are valiant women, okay? Se necesita valor en todas las luchas,
Dedicated to 51% of the world population.
I'll give you a count right now.
Okay, you're the majority.
Ay, ay, ay. Que viva Dolores Huerta. Que vivan las Adelitas de la Revolución. En la frente de liberación
del pueblo mexicoamericano. Existen mujeres lindas y valientes, existen mujeres que saben luchar. Existen mujeres lindas y valientes, existen mujeres que saben luchar. En ciudades y campos se forman, dando fuerza y valor al hermano. Revolucionarias pidiendo justicia, revolucionarias dando inspiración. Revolucionarias pidiendo justicia, revolucionarias dando inspiración.
Sí, señor.
Échale nieve, échale.
Su cultura y origen respetan, su color y valor son de bronce. Princesas aztecas, radiantes de vida, princesas aztecas, de porte de paz. Princesas aztecas, radiantes de vida, princesas aztecas, de porte de paz. Son las madres de la raza nueva, son las novias del gran movimiento, son las Adelitas, chicanas bonitas, son las Adelitas de revolución, son las Adelitas, chicanas bonitas, son las Adelitas de revolución. En la frente de liberación del pueblo mexicoamericano existen mujeres lindas y valientes, existen mujeres que saben luchar, existen mujeres lindas y valientes, existen mujeres que saben luchar.
Ay, ay, ay.
All right. Gracias. Okay, we have more people arriving, so when you're marching, we want you to make some noise, okay? Somebody should have a list of, sayings y cantos like El Pueblo Unido, jamás será vencido, okay? You'll repeat them. There's a list and there's a QR code. If you want to take the QR, there'll be chance. But better yet, make one up. Make one up, whatever you feel is right. And have the people with you sing it loud. Say it loud.
¡Que vive la raza!
Hasta México ha llegado la noticia muy alegre
que del heno es diferente.
pues el pueblo ya está en contra de los rancheros y engreídos que acababan con la gente. Y juntos vamos cumpliendo con la marcha de la historia para liberar al pueblo. ¡Viva la revolución! ¡Viva nuestra asociación! ¡Viva huelga en general! El día 8 de septiembre de los campos de Delano salieron los filipinos. Y después de 2 semanas para unirse a la batalla salieron los mexicanos. Y juntos vamos cumpliendo con la marcha de la historia para liberar al pueblo. ¡Viva la revolución! ¡Viva nuestra asociación! ¡Viva huelga en general! ¡Viva la huelga en el vil! ¡Viva la
raza llena de gloria. La victoria va a cumplir.
¡Que viva la raza!
Nos dicen los patroncitos que el trabajo siempre se hace con bastantes esquiroles. Y mandan enganchadores para engañar trabajadores que se matan por frijoles. Pero hombres de la raza se fajan y no se rajan mientras luvas se hacen pasar. ¡Viva la revolución! ¡Viva nuestra asociación! ¡Viva huelga en general! Ya saben los contratistas que ni caro ni barato comprarán nuestros hermanos. Pero como es bien sabido que para mantener familia más sueldos necesitamos. Y está bueno, compañeros, como dice César Chávez, esta huelga ganaremos. Abajo los contratistas, arriba nuestros huelguistas, que se acabe el esquirol. ¡Viva la huelga en el fin! ¡Viva la causa en la historia! La raza llena de gloria. La victoria va a cumplir. ¡Viva la huelga en el fin! ¡Viva la causa en la historia! La raza llena de gloria. La victoria va a cumplir. ¡Que viva Chávez!
¡Que viva la raza!
All right. Let me hear it. ¿Se puede?
¡Sí se puede!
¿Se puede?
¡Sí se puede!
¿Se puede?
¡Sí se puede!
Eso.
We see a sign here saying, no human being is illegal or on stolen land. Nadie es ilegal en tierra robada. Esta canción es dedicada a todos los ciudadanos que contribuyen a esta sociedad. ¿Ok? Le llamamos a la canción Somos Trabajadores.
Somos trabajadores y contribuidores. Somos trabajadores de esta sociedad. Échale. Somos trabajadores de esta sociedad. Somos trabajadores de esta sociedad. Y aunque no me quieran, aquí me voy a estar hasta que me paguen, hasta que me paguen lo que a mí me han de pagar. Años y años de trabajar y este gringo no quiere pagar lo que debería de pagarme a mí. Y mi familia que ya se crió, y aunque papeles no tengo yo, soy un trabajador en este país.
Se dale bailar. ¡Ea!
Somos trabajadores de esta sociedad.
somos trabajadores de esta sociedad.
Y aunque no me quieran, aquí me voy a estar hasta que me paguen, hasta que me paguen lo que a mí me han de pagar. La economía es la situación y los gobiernos la solución, y por eso todos tenemos que cantar. Pero la fuerza de nuestra unión nos llevará hasta la solución. Por eso todos tenemos que cantar. Somos
Leo, vamos, Leo. Somos trabajadores y contribuidores. Somos trabajadores de esta sociedad. Somos trabajadores y contribuidores. Somos trabajadores para mantener mi familia. Somos trabajadores, trabajando y contribuidores, el día tras día. Somos trabajadores para mantener mi familia. Somos trabajadores y contribuidores. Somos trabajadores de esta sociedad. Somos trabajadores y contribuidores. Somos trabajadores de esta sociedad.
Gracias. ¡Que viva Chávez! ¡Que viva! Thank you, guys. We're going to do some songs when you start marching, but for now, we're beginning the formal part of the program. And let me introduce a young man here that's taking on some leadership roles. Jason Strickler. Come on. Let's give him an applause. Let's make some noise. Que se oiga. Come on. We need your energy. We need more energy. All right. It's up to you.
All right, let's get this party started. How's everybody feeling? All right, if you can hear the sound of my voice, and if you're on that side, we're going to need you to come over here to the stage. So if you're standing on that side, if you're standing on the other side of the trees, we're going to need you to come over here and be in front of the stage. And if you're standing close to the trees, come over here. The party's about to begin. Give it up for Los Sencillos one time. Los Sencillos. It's not a march for justice if we don't have the Sencillos in the house. Ruben Rodriguez, the executive director of Pueblo y Salud, and his compatriots. All right. So we're still trying to move folks from that side of the parking lot to right over here, and we're going to begin with a welcome. First, but before that, I wanted to just go over some quick announcements. If you did not know, there are bathrooms behind the Obama mural right over there. So if you need to use the bathroom, the restrooms are over there. As Ruben mentioned, if you're interested in chanting, letting your voice be heard, there are QR codes with a list of chants right over here at the merch table. Ask for the QR code for the chants, and they will give them to you. There's also going to be a shuttle pickup and drop-off happening here. But be careful which shuttle you get on, because you might end up at McClay Middle School. So you want to get on the shuttle that goes to Richie Valens, or when you're coming back, you want to make sure you're coming back here so you can pick up your car. If you have any questions, there are folks that have badges that say staff and volunteers. These are the folks that you want to find if you have any questions. So without further ado, give it up for yourself one more time. I want to hear it. That's not loud enough. Give it up for yourselves one time. I want to hear you. All right, we're going to work on that. We're going to work on that. So, we're going to have our welcome. If you guys don't know where we are here at Pacoima Charter Elementary School. And we have the lovely principal, Sylvia Fajardo, here to give us a welcome. Give her a round of applause.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sylvia Fajardo, and I have the honor of being the principal here at Pacoima Charter Elementary. And it is truly a pleasure to see so many of you here today. This is the third year that we host the Cesar Chavez March here on our campus. It is an incredible honor to hold this event here. We are thrilled to see so many of you, more than ever. I think this is the largest crowd that we've seen. And this year, the march carries even a greater significance for us. We're living in unprecedented times, and it is more important than ever that we raise our voices in unity. We're deeply grateful to have our political leaders here with us today. And on behalf of all of our students, I want to express my sincere appreciation for all of you for supporting our community and supporting our students here in Pacoima and in the Northeast San Fernando Valley. Thank you so much and welcome to our school today. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal Fajardo. Well, I just got some news. The chants are being passed around on QR codes. If you guys see that QR code getting passed around, those are the chants. Our next speaker is our state senator, Caroline Menjivar. Oh, there she is. Give it up for Caroline Menjivar.
I thought I had one person before me. I was with my people over there. Hello, everyone. Buenos dias. Good morning. ¿Cómo estamos? 818. Oh, my goodness. Are we sleeping? What's going on? Hello. Do you know what the federal government is doing? Hey, they're trying to take away everything from us. They're attacking our education. They're attacking our neighbors. They're attacking our immigrant neighbors and population. And I need you to be more active because if we're asleep, they're going to take everything from us. This is why you came exactly, because we're going to stand against this rhetoric that we are evil people, that we are rapists and murderers like they describe my Latino community. We're not. We're beautiful Mexicans, Salvadoreños, from Peru, from Cuba, everywhere. We are a beautiful rainbow. And I'm here to tell you in Sacramento, we are fighting against everything. We're bringing out money for funding for immigration services. We're fighting with our Attorney General, against them not pulling money from our education services, from our health services. I am in charge of the health on the Senate side, and we're doing so much. We just need the young people to be engaged because this is impacting you directly. Yes, I see you. That's the energy we need. Absolutely. Jumping up and down with those fresh knees. They're healthy and young. We need you out here, but we're standing with you. My state Senate office is standing with you from Burbank all the way to Canoga Park. Aquí estamos en la lucha. Thank you for coming out. And next year, bring 5 of your friends to make sure that we take over Van Nuys Boulevard and say, here in the 818 in LA, in California, we stand with immigrants. We stand with our neighbors and all the vulnerable population. So gracias. Thank you so much for coming.
Give it up one time for Caroline Menjivar, our state senator. So our next speaker is going to be Supervisor Lindsay Horvath of the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors. Make some noise.
Good morning, Pacoima! I am so excited to be here with you this morning to honor the memory and the legacy of Cesar Chavez and his commitment and his challenge to each of us that we organize, that we stand in solidarity, and that we use our voices for change. I am so excited to be here because it is important for allies to show up to this community. We know that immigrants are under attack, and it's important for the community to know that you have allies who will stand with you. Not in silence, but in strength. You have people who are in your corner, who believe you have a right to be here, who honor the work that you do, who believe in the integrity of your families and your communities, and who will stand with you as the attacks come in. We will have your back. This is not your fight. This is our fight, and we stand together. In Los Angeles County, we are investing in our programs for immigrants. We've spent more than $1 million, and we will continue to invest in services specifically for our immigrant communities whom we know are under attack. We have to make sure that the social services that our county provides are accessible to everyone. And we know that right now, the face of government is not often the one that you want to see. So we are working more closely with all of our community partners who are beautifully represented here today to ensure that you get the services and support not only that you need, but that you deserve as community members here in Los Angeles County. And I will continue to show up, and we will continue to show up for you, because our work is not done. Most importantly, I want you to have fun, because right now, this time is hard. I don't know about you, but I keep waking up with an angry heart. And it's hard to be living in anger all of the time. But when you look around you and you see how many people are here in the community, so many people are here together, united in strength and in resiliency in this moment, that gives me joy. Today with you as we do this work and march forward. Together we will win.
How's everybody feeling? I want to hear you. How's everybody feeling? All right. Well, let's keep up that energy, because our next speaker is LA City Councilwoman Imelda Padilla. Please make your way to the stage. It's you.
Oh no, how do you follow the county supervisor, right? Having all of that power and all of that energy. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm really, really happy to be here. For those of you who don't know, my name is Imelda Padilla, and I am a council member. I am one of the council members for the East San Fernando Valley. And, you know, I don't want to say too much today, but I do want to say that as soon as I get off of my vehicle and I see all of this, I get really, really happy. I get very excited because it reminds me of all of the good work that is being done by the teachers and the educators and the parent center directors who care about prioritizing your generation as young people, continuing the legacy of Cesar Chavez. And that is incredibly important. So before we even keep going, can we please give a round of applause to all of the educators in the room? To all your teachers who brought you here. Thank you so much to all of the teachers. You know, and as a city council member a few weeks ago, a lot of young people, a lot of students were going out to the streets, right? You guys were protesting on behalf of your parents. And as city council members, we had to have conversations with the Los Angeles Police Department about how they wanted us to proceed in such a process. And for me, I had to make it very, very clear to our partners in the LAPD and in the city family that they need to respect the fact that the folks who are outside, who are protesting at the time, are youth. You're youth. You're young people. You are the ones who feel probably an equal amount of fear as your parents, but also a sense of pride and responsibility and the need to get involved because you can, right? Because you have that privilege that I used to once upon a time say was what my parents couldn't claim to have. And it was because of that privilege that I was able to make it into places of, higher education that continued to push me to recognize that it was a responsibility of mine as a leader to fight for my family, to fight for working class families and all of my neighbors. So why am I talking about higher education? Because I know that in this field of folks right now are future leaders. And as you continue your education, you're gonna learn more about Cesar Chavez. You'll probably take a class someday where you'll learn about all of the tactics that he used to be able to bring out the farm workers to know that they deserve better and that they deserve the union. So as you learn more about that, you're also going to probably also read other theories related to community organizing. You know, and there was once a famous guy, a famous philosopher of community organizing named Saul Alinsky, who said, Cesar Chavez must be crazy to be organizing farm workers. It's like organizing in quicksand. It's just impossible. But you know what? That didn't stop him. He knew who his colleagues were. He knew how the families of the farm workers worked, how they spoke, what brought them together. And together, with a lot of hard work, they created the UFW. And it continues to be a great organization today. So without further ado, I just want to once again thank all of the sponsors. I want to thank all of the organizers and all of the teachers and all of you who made it out on a Sunday morning to continue to showcase to the entire world that in the San Fernando Valley, this is important and that we're going to keep fighting for a better tomorrow for our families and working class communities. Thank you all so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman. Now, she brought up a really good point. The United Farm Workers Union. Our next speaker is Irv Hirschenbaum, the president? First vice president of the United Farm Workers.
Se Puede! Se Puede! I want to give special thanks to my brother Alex Aresa, who founded this organization, started it 32 years ago, and is still doing it. He's a hero. He's the San Fernando Valley hero, and to this great committee, Pueblo de Salud. Without Pueblo de Salud backing this, there wouldn't be a march. You should be thanking them and working with them. My name is Irv Hirschenbaum. I'm first vice president with United Farm Workers. I started working when I was 20. A woman named Dolores Huerta came to my college when she was 43. She's still working at 95. I'm only 72. Keep doing this. This is important. This is your mass mobilization to defend immigrant rights. We need to take back the Congress so we can defund Trump. And you know how to do it? Register to vote and vote. That's what Stacey Abrams did in Georgia. There's 2 Democratic senators in the South. If they could do it in Georgia, can we do it in California? We have 2 Democratic senators. We're going to adopt the place and put pressure and make sure that we take back the Congress in less than 600 days. And we need to defund Trump. Se puede! Gracias. I'm with you all day. I love to talk to each one of you. Come by and say hello.
Irv is also a legend. Living legend. All right. Now, our next speaker is from the State Board of Equalization, Tony Vasquez.
Hello, Pacoima. My name is Antonio Vasquez, and actually I'm your representative on the State Board of Equalization, the first Chicano ever elected to the State Board of Equalization, and it was because of your support. I was blessed as a young machista back in 1973 to meet Cesar Chavez. Had the opportunity to meet him several times, and then when I became the first Chicano elected to the Santa Monica City Council, I was actually honored to carry his casket in La Paz on his passing. This man was unbelievable. And you heard one of the quotes, the one that really sticks in my mind, the one that he made so famous, Se Puede. The other one that really stuck with me is that people asked him about the boycott back in the day when we were boycotting grapes and lettuce. And he said it wasn't about lettuce and the grapes, it was about the people in the community. And I think that is so crucial as we look at the state. We're getting real close to being the majority Latinos in the state of California. But I keep telling our young electeds that we have up and down the state, unless we flex our power and we control the economics of California, it doesn't mean anything. We need to begin, as we look at a lot of our workers, as we look at a lot of the conditions that are existing, especially on the affordable housing front, we need to do so much more because there's so many folks, as I look around, these youngsters here in California that are not able to meet that California dream. And we need to change that. And with your support, that's going to happen real soon. But I just wanted to be here, and I'm blessed and honored to be here in front. And as I look around some of the OGs, when I was here back in the 70s, Ruben Rodriguez that started this thing way back in the day, Old Mechista, of course, you have Alex Reza here, who I saw earlier, and I think even Beto Ruiz is here. But a lot of these folks busted their butts back in the day, especially around voter registration, that created these districts, especially in the San Fernando Valley. When I was out here working in the 90s, we had no Latinos elected on the on the San Fernando City Council, much less on the LA City Council. And now you have 3 representatives in San Fernando Valley alone, and it's because of your empowerment. So kudos to you, and thank you for all the efforts you've done. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Antonio. So our next speakers are actually going to be from Los Angeles Mission College. We have communication professor Rudy Casares. Give it up for Rudy.
Good morning, everybody. Se puede? Eso. Listen, really quickly, in 1962, Cesar Chavez left the CSO to go to Delano to organize farm workers. Him and Dolores Huerta organized a group that everybody thought could not be organized. And what they did was they instilled hope. They instilled a hope that became a Chicano movimiento. And people began to look at each other in their different communities, and they began to say, you know what? If they can organize, if farm workers can organize, then so can we. And we began to organize, and it began to build, and the Chicano movimiento began to build. And in 1970, at a march similar to this one, when we were trying to organize politically in our communities, we were violently suppressed by police forces who didn't want us to organize on a political spectrum. I see signs out there today that say, no human is illegal on stolen land, no? Well, I'm telling you today that there's 20 million people of indigenous roots that are being denied the right to vote across the United States. 20 million people that don't get to exercise the human right to vote. And I can't do anything, and we can't do anything about those people that are in Texas. And we can't do anything about those people that are in Nebraska. And we can't do anything about those people that are in Arizona. And we cannot do anything about those people that are in Texas. But we can do something for our people right here in California. We can. We saw dignitaries come to the stage today say that they're on our side. Well, ¿sabes qué? Everybody get out your phones and call their offices and call their aides and tell them that you stand in support of indigenous people being given the right to vote in California. And let's push back. Fuck Trump.
All right. Thank you, Rudy Casares. Our next speaker is Juliana Garcia of LA Mission Mecha.
Hello, everyone. My name is Juliana Garcia. I am from LA Mission College's Mecha. I joined Mecha to be closer to my community through school. I wanted to surround myself with people of action, people who keep the awareness of our contributions alive. As a third-generation immigrant in the United States, I've witnessed the challenges and complexities surrounding the current immigration climate. We're seeing an increasing divide in how immigration is viewed, from policies focused on tightening borders to debates about how to support those seeking refuge or better opportunities. While these are all valid concerns about security and resources, it is also essential to remember both immigrants, documented and undocumented, contribute to the country's growth, diversity, and economy. For those like my family who have worked hard to build a life here, the fear of deportation, family separation, and uncertainty has become an ever-present reality. To the point where my youngest brother came home from school one day crying, believing his grandmother and mother would be deported. Seeing that worry and a panic in a 7-year-old boy struck me to my core. When our children start to fear their stability and security, it's a wake-up call. We had talked to him and reassured him that the family would not be separated. Now, what about all the other children living these realities, all the families that have been directly affected? We know this nation's foundation was built by those who came seeking a better life. It is time we find solutions that balance compassion with practicality, remembering that many of us are striving to preserve that very American ideals that brought our families here in the first place. At LAMC Metro, we pledge to continue to fight for our community through education and empowerment. Please join us at our upcoming event, Youth Conference, scheduled for Friday, May 2nd. And Si Se Puede todos. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much, Juliana. LA Mission Mecha. So our next speaker is from the United Teachers of Los Angeles, Secondary Vice President Alex Orozco.
Good morning, buenos dias. You know, this is a very special place, Pacoima Elementary. I attended here as a student as I walked across the street to home, where I called home the Pacoima Project for many, many years. And this march is very special to me, my family, because I'm a product of the amnesty legislation in the 80s. And during that time, my father bought an old typewriter at a yard sale. And he was able to help a bunch of the folks across the street in the projects fill out that amnesty application. And I asked them, I said, hey, we haven't even filled out ours. And you're helping all these folks. When are we going to fill out our application, right? Because the time was ticking. So he said, we got to help. This is what community is all about. We have to help each other, right? And this is what this march is about today. We have to send a message to everyone that we are not backing away from Trump and his aggressive attempts to dehumanize everyone here. And that's why I'm so proud to stand here and represent the second largest educator union in the country, United Teachers Los Angeles. Give it up for UTLA. Now, we at UTLA are leading the fight against Trump. We are leading the fight against Trump's attempts to attack our Department of Education, which means that it's attacking the most vulnerable students, our special education students. It's attacking our most vulnerable and marginalized communities, our LGBTQIA communities. We stand with them. You all stand with them? UTLA, we led. You'll hear from a lot of politicians today. You'll hear from a lot of politicians today. But UTLA is at the forefront leading the fight. We made sure that every school site in the entire city was prepared, trained, and educated to push back on the ICE raids. Every school site is now prepared to do just that. That's UTLA doing the work. We are leading the fight, the housing fight, to house our unhoused populations. We are leading the fight against Trump. We are leading the fight against privatization. Now, there is going to be a big march and a big rally on May 17th, location to be announced. We, UTLA, along with unions up and down the state,
are organizing a massive pushback against the Trump administration. But it doesn't stop there. I see a lot of community organizations here. I see a lot of coalitions. We have to come together. The tent, the resistant tent to fight back Trump has to grow tenfold, if not more. We got to all come together, put all the differences aside, come together under this big, large tent to be able to resist Trump, because we're not going to do it alone. And we have to go to the red districts up and down Central California. We got to go to the red districts down in the Orange County area. We have to fight. We have to fight back. Se puede? Se puede? Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Alex. Our next speaker is Los Angeles City Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez.
Good morning, you freedom fighters! What a crowd. This is the largest crowd I have seen in the history of this march. And I want to congratulate and thank each and every one of you, because we are the heroes that we're looking for. We need to be the voices in our community that holds everyone accountable to make sure that we are seen, that we are heard, and that the history doesn't get left behind. We didn't do all this work, and our predecessors did not do all this work for us to watch it all get unwound. And I want to thank you all, because it is a multi-generational effort that will require us to continue this fight to protect our rights, these hard-fought rights. I am the daughter of Mexican immigrants. My father earned his citizenship in service in Vietnam to return home to our country for that union job, becoming one of the first Latino firefighters on the LA City Fire Department. These opportunities weren't handed to us, we earned them. And we're here to protect and fight for future generations to be able to have those same basic fundamental rights. So I want to thank you all for being out here today. Because when they say we can't, we say, sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Thank you so much for the legacy of Cesar Chavez, for the Chavez Foundation, for everyone who fights to keep that hard-earned history alive and strong. We will not fall back. We will only get stronger. But remember, don't look for heroes outside of anyone but yourself, because we each have to show up each and every day to fight for the individuals right now that are under attack from this administration. And we're going to hold all of our elected officials to exert their power, not relent in weakness, but to stay strong. Because together, sí se puede, sí se puede, sí se puede. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman. All right, our next speaker is LAUSD board member Kelly Gomez. Make some noise.
Good morning, everyone. Buenos dias. How are we doing today? Woo, it is amazing to see you all here. I am so inspired to see youth and students, teachers, educators, school employees, families, our community out here standing for what's right. I am so proud to be your representative here in the nation's second largest school district, representing about 140 schools in the East San Fernando Valley. And there has never been a more important time than now to stand up and make it clear what side of this fight we are on. We are on the side of fight for justice, for humanity, and for opportunity for our students and our families. I want to take a moment to thank the Cesar Chavez Commemorative Committee, all the volunteers and partners who made this event possible. Perhaps we could give them a big round of applause for enabling us to be here today. As we face across this country attacks on immigrant families, active dehumanization, attacks on our public schools, attempts to defund them, take away precious services from our low-income students, our children with disabilities, our immigrant students, and our English learners, now is the time to stand up and fight for Cesar's legacy, of justice and opportunity for our families. Please know that as your school district representative, we are a sanctuary district. We will not cooperate with ICE. Our schools are safe places for our immigrant students and families, and we will not back down. When faced with the attacks that we're seeing at the federal administration, now is not the time to cower or compromise. Now is the time to fight. And that's why today is so important. Take every opportunity to uplift our voices because we know we are stronger together, we are louder together. And when it comes to fighting fascism, it's about the power of the people. Together, we can win this fight. Si se puede. Thank you so much.
All right, that was Kelly Gomez, LAUSD board member. It is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, our new Congresswoman for the 29th District, Luz Rivas.
Thank you. Buenos dias. Yeah, so nice to see all of you here. This is the best view in this event because you get to see everyone, high school students, community leaders, lots of people that are joining us today. I'm Luz Rivas, your Congresswoman. I represent you in Washington, D.C. I go every week to fight for you because, yeah, I am outraged by what the administration is doing. It's chaotic. They're trying to dismantle our education system, our immigration, our Medicare, our health care, and we can't let them do it. And I can assure you that me and all the rest of the Democratic caucus, every day we go to D.C. to fight. But we need you. We need you to stay engaged, to stay mobilized, right? Lift up your signs. Everybody lift up your signs and show us we're not going to let this administration divide us, right? Are we going to let them divide us? No, right? And so this gives me the strength to continue fighting because no one is going to divide my community. We're not going to let this happen. It's horrible what's happening in D.C., but we are doing everything we can to stop this. And we need you to stay engaged for the long run because we need you in the next elections in 2026 to flip the House. We only need 3 seats to take back this majority. And we need all of you to mobilize in areas where we can take back the House and control this and stop Trump, stop this chaos, and stop him from dividing our communities. So thank you for being here. This is one of the first steps. We're showing them, the administration, that they are not going to divide us, that we are united and we are all going to fight back together. So thank you so much. I go to D.C. every week to fight for this, and I can assure you that I will continue to do that. Muchas gracias.
All right, that was our Congresswoman Luz Rivas. Se puede, sí se puede, sí se puede. Thank you. Thank you. Our next speaker is former mayor of the city of San Fernando and now assemblywoman in Sacramento, Celeste Rodriguez.
Hello, everyone. I am so proud to be the new Assemblywoman for the Northeast Valley because of moments like this. I grew up coming to this march, walking these streets with my family. Even my grandma would come, and she was in a wheelchair. And if you look around today, you're going to see moms and kids and dads and aunts and uncles and workers and teachers. So many people today are coming together for all of the reasons our Congresswoman just laid out. A lot is happening at the federal level, but we are the line of defense in California, and it all starts right here with you showing up to things like this and raising your voice and being active in the community and using your feet to march. And we're about to go together and we're gonna chant. And are they gonna hear us? We have to march and take action every day. We don't have the luxury of meeting up every year for this beautiful tradition anymore. It has to be every day, every week to fight for every person, every worker, every family so that they have health care and education and the right to live their lives freely. It's gonna be us who lift up our voice and fight back, and we're here together. Everyone beside you, look at them, thank them, catch up with them later because this fight continues after today. So let's go, let's march, lift up our voice, and remind the world, Si Se Puede.
Thank you so much, Celeste. All right. How's everybody feeling? Can you hear me in the back? Okay, well, I heard not really, but that's all right. So, our next speaker is a wonderful young person. We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the work of the young people. Make some noise if you're a youth. If you're in school right now getting your education, that's so important, right? All the speakers have touched upon that. So we're going to hear from one of our Cesar Chavez ambassadors. They've been going through a program all year, learning about different social justice issues. And I'm just so honored to bring up this next speaker, Adriana Montalvan. Make some noise.
Buenos días. Sí se puede. Estas son más palabras que un simple lema. Son un llamado a la acción, un recordatorio del poder de la unidad y perseverancia. César Chávez dedicó su vida a la lucha por los derechos de los trabajadores del campo, muchos de ellos inmigrantes, explotados y privados de su dignidad. Creía que ningún trabajador, sin importar de dónde viniera, debía sufrir salarios bajos, condiciones inseguras o discriminación. La lucha de Chávez no era solo por los derechos laborales, era por la igualdad social. Nos enseñó que la justicia no se concede, se exige, se organiza y se conquista a través de la resistencia pacífica. Su legado nos recuerda que la lucha continúa hoy. Los trabajadores inmigrantes siguen enfrentando injusticias y la desigualdad económica persiste. Pero al igual que él, debemos mantenernos unidos, exigir salarios juntos, condiciones laborales humanas y un sistema que valore el trabajo de cada persona. El trabajo de César Chávez nos demuestra que cuando luchamos por nuestros derechos laborales, por la justicia para los inmigrantes, luchamos por la igualdad social, y cuando luchamos por la igualdad social, creamos un mundo donde nadie se queda atrás. Así que honoremos su legado, no solo con palabras, sino con acciones, porque sí se puede, sí podemos y sí debemos hacerlo.
Adriana Montalvan, one of our great young people. Thank you so much. If you want to learn more about the Cesar Chavez ambassadors, go ahead and, reach out. She'll tell you all about it. So, one of our final speakers is from Liuna, Local 300, Javier Nunez.
Good morning. Do we have the power? Can we make a difference? Can we make a difference? My name is Javier Nunez with the Labor's International Union of North America. I am the president. And hey, listen, young people, I'm here on behalf of my business manager, Mr. Sergio Rascon. But I want to talk to the young people this morning. I want to talk to the young Latinos. You see, when I was a young Latino, I wasn't at a march like this. I was a union member, but I was doing my own thing. And I changed my life around because the Lord Jesus Christ changed me. And I took the energy that I had for doing things that were wrong, and I turned them to positive things. So you can do it. I want to thank all the electives that are here for supporting us. I want to thank the organizers, but the truth of the fact of the matter is that we could not do it without you. Now give yourselves a hand. We could not do it without you. Whether you're young or you're old, we need your support. We need your backup. You need to stand behind us. You need to support us. Listen, people are going to tell you that you can't change things. That's a big lie. We could change things if we put our minds to it, if we fight together in unity. We can demolish those that are trying to demolish and crush us. Ya basta, it's time for change. You know, we got to get the word out. We got to tell people, you see what's going on today in our country. People, innocent people are being incarcerated. Innocent young people are being incarcerated for no reason. But you young people, you older people, el pueblo, sí se puede, podemos cambiar, pero la razón que se puede cambiar es unidad. Tenemos que estar unidos. Tenemos que estar unidos. Tenemos que estar unidos. Listen, people will try and conquer and divide us. You can't allow them to divide your brother or your sister. We got to stick together. Don't let them bring a wedge. God bless you. We love you. On behalf of the Laborers International Union of North America.
Thank you so much. I wanted to share a few words, something that I wrote specifically for today. Is that okay? It's taken me a long time to process everything, all that is going on, all that I'm feeling, and what we can do about it. If you're here today, you might be feeling the same way. But for me, this is not just an issue I read about. It's a heavy burden that I carry every day of my life, in my blood, in my history. Some days it becomes unbearable. But as the good book says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So I want to tell my story. Not all of it, but enough. Enough that I hope it inspires you to share yours too. My name is Jason Strickler. I'm a Mexican American. My father is from Delaware, the very first state, and my mother is from Mazatlan, Sinaloa. For my entire life, I have struggled with my identity. But as I grow older, I'm starting to understand. On the surface, this attack on immigrants may seem like something new, but when you look closely, you start to see the truth. Deep, tangled roots pushing through the foundation of this nation. Roots. What happens when roots are exposed? They cause damage. People can trip and fall. The sun, it starts to scorch them. The roots can disrupt structures built on top of them. But just like my identity, this country is both native and conquered. A contradiction from its conception. The blood of martyrs, those who fought colonizers, now runs through our veins. This feeling we feel now is not new, but the echo in a cavern filled with generations who came before us. The weight of suffering never healed. But now today, we have a choice. It's time to take our stand. May we all be blessed with strength and power as we march. And I pray to the Creator that one day this division comes to an end. That we come together, not to rewrite history, but to face it. Not to erase our pain, but to honor both the indigenous and the colonizer in a way that builds something new. A nation no longer trying to save itself, but surrender to the truth. America was founded on racism, something we must wrestle with and accept, because we can be better. We need to be better for each other, because the world is watching what we do. Thank you. So we're going to do a roll call. If you hear your organization, please say presente. McClay Middle School. Chirla. Venice Mexican American Traquero Monument. Padres Pioneros. Pacoima Middle School. Community Rescue Center. Valley Views. Pueblo y Salud. The Young Democrats. Burt Corona. Canoga High School. Silmar Biotech High School. Silmar Charter. Cesar Mecha. Vaughn.
Power Grow, Game LA, San Fernando High School, Best Start, Liuna, Panorama High School, Confem, UTLA, LA Mission College, Arleta High School, Pacoima Charter, Robert Frost. Okay, are you guys ready to march? I want to bring up Los Sencillos one last time while they get us going. You guys have numbers. Make sure you stay in uniform lines as we march down Van Nuys Boulevard to Richie Valens Park. Si se puede. Si se puede. Si se puede. Si se puede.